Oh, we're podcasting.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Old Money, and welcome to the podcast.
This is an impromptu podcast. We are incredibly drunk.
Old money versus new money.
You're on my mic, so.
Does that mean your bucket? What's going on?
Oh, Luke's on the podcast.
Yeah, Luke's on the podcast.
Pulling him to the mic.
He's on the mic.
Well,
I can't
hold him closer to the mic.
All right, just a proposed question.
What is a proposed question?
I don't know how long it'll be.
What is the
out, but
best kind of jelly slash
Where-
jam to go on a PB&J?
Jelly or jam?
Or
What are we counting
That's a
as
good
jams?
question.
Like things you can get at a grocery store?
any like fruit and sugar like cooked down into a thickened product.
Okay, so that's like apple, blueberry.
Sure.
Like,
Do whatever you
are we
want.
counting like Welch's mixed fruits
Yes.
or whatever? Like the shit that you'll find in the little tiny aluminum tin at Waffle House, and you're like, this shit can't be good for me because it is 90% gelatin.
Yes, yeah.
And then 10% sugar.
Of course, yeah. You can,
Okay,
you can
all right.
count that.
I would. See, now I need to think about the original question again.
We spent so much time defining what jelly slash jam is that we lost our train of thought.
This
It's what's the best one.
I just
Depends
wasn't
on your
listening.
45 seconds will be
sandwiches.
No,
already
I
derailed.
just wasn't listening. So can we
All right,
reiterate the question?
we'll start again for
question
Chris
is,
and
what
not
is-
for me.
What is the best kind of jelly slash jam
Strawberry.
to put on a PB&J?
Strawberry. Immediate.
Now, is it the strawberry jelly or like the strawberry preserves, where we get like
Preserves.
the big pieces of
Strawberry preserves.
That is a good choice.
Chunky. You're a chunky guy?
I'm a preserve guy.
Big chunky guy.
I'm not a big chunky guy.
Not a chunky guy?
Yeah, like
You
if
just like
we're
the
if
big
we're talking,
pieces?
especially okay. First of all, we have to settle the peanut butter question. Are we going smooth or crunchy?
Okay, all right.
Smooth.
What is wrong with you?
Smooth for
Are you
sure.
kidding me?
No, you're insane.
Are there any other like?
Crunchy peanut butter is unfinished.
It's
It's unrefined peanut butter.
Are there any
you
other options?
Just stop
besides-
making peanut butter
Do
halfway
you just
through.
do you like your sandwiches to just be constant mush all the way through?
Yes, yes, for sure.
I don't want peanuts in my sandwich.
I do want peanuts in my sandwich.
I will say
need that crunch.
I enjoy smooth on a sandwich, but I do when the vice hits me, I will take a spoonful of peanut butter and eat it off the spoon. And in that circumstance, I do enjoy crunchy peanut butter over smooth peanut butter just for the texture.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Stop looking at me like that.
I cannot. Like,
See,
if I'm taking a spoonful of peanut butter, it is smooth. It's going right off the spoon. Some of it's getting stuck.
Do
on
you
the spoon.
enjoy
I go
smooth
back
on your
for
sandwich
seconds.
too?
Oh, we're a
sorry,
only
are you
smooth.
double
are you
dipping your
100%
spoon?
We're
smooth?
smooth
butter?
100% of the time.
You don't have variety? in
no,
there?
crunchy is not
always
peanut
smooth?
butter.
Hold
It's-
on.
It,
You just said you're going back for seconds. Are you going back for seconds? In
no.
the peanut butter jar?
No. So because
Is
it's
this
smooth.
like a communal peanut butter jar? You're just a shitty person using the same spoon.
No,
over and over.
listen.
God
so
hates crunchy
the
peanut
spoon
butter.
is
God does not hate crunchy peanut butter.
the spoon is concave, so when you go in for the first bite of just peanut butter, some of the peanut butter gets stuck. So you go back through and you just tongue the fuck out of the spoon and get the rest.
Don't say that ever again.
Good lord.
Next debate question.
Wait, no, but we
please.
never
we haven't
answered the jelly
finished.
jam question.
yeah.
We got
Okay.
Okay,
sidetracked.
everyone give their own
All right,
answers.
so we've asserted that we are very divided on smooth versus crunchy peanut butter, but we've decided what? Okay,
I'm a strawberry preserve.
Chris is a strawberry preserve. What are you, Jay?
I am a peach jelly person.
peach
Have you guys ever had peach jelly?
I don't
It's
think
fantastic.
I
I have
Peach jelly and crunchy peanut butter.
I feel like peach jelly would
Lost
be the
me
best,
again.
like in the peach season.
Stop
you know,
putting
when, like,
peanuts in
when,
your
like-
fucking
Well,
sandwich.
that's why you preserve it.
That's true.
So that you can have
That
it
is
outside
that
of the
is
peach
the whole
season.
point of preserves.
Exactly.
You're correct. Yes. I think I'm an apple butter kind of guy.
Apple butter with peanut butter?
With-
you're double butter on two pieces of white bread?
What can I say? I'm a buttery guy.
Yeah, we know you're a buttery
Big
guy.
butter guy?
Big butter guy.
Hey, I said it, but I don't know what that means. Can anybody explain to me what that might mean?
I'm not explaining what
All
buttery
right,
means.
cool.
No.
I guess I'm just double butter then, with no definition.
I don't
Double
like jelly,
butter.
frankly.
You don't like
Are
jelly?
you
I
just
like
going
jelly.
peanut butter sandwich?
Are you only
just
peanut butter?
sandwich.
Okay.
Are we putting bananas on it?
Controversial opinion.
See, now if we're switching things up and we can have things other than jelly or jam, do you guys know what marshmallow fluff is?
Yes.
Yes, I know what marshmallow
That
fluff
shit
is.
is
You know what
good.
a fluffer nutter
Comes
is?
yes.
Yes.
That is a Massachusetts
Big ass
staple.
tub of just like white goo. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What?
You've never had marshmallow fluff?
It's just like marshmallow that you could scoop out with a knife.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
it's like
basically
spread it,
circle
basically.
form.
No,
it's
no,
just
no,
like
no,
in
it's
chase
just
form.
it's
like a
it's in a
tub.
jar,
Yeah.
like peanut butter would be, and you just take it out, and it's basically just like the inside of a marshmallow, like
Oh,
after
word.
it's
Yeah.
been toasted.
but like spreadable. It's not like
Yeah,
a hard
okay.
thing.
Yeah, so there's a sandwich that's like a Massachusetts staple called a fluffer nutter. and it's peanut butter and marshmallow fluff on white bread.
It's a Massachusetts thing.
It's a Massachusetts thing.
specifically.
It originated in Massachusetts.
Weird.
It is at least a northeastern thing. I believe it's a Massachusetts thing.
Weird.
All right.
They would
And
come up with
just
that.
just to give you guys an insight into where I am in life.
Yeah.
This entire week I've been taking marshmallow fluff and peanut butter and just putting it into a bowl and then mixing it and then eating it with a spoon like it's
Good
cereal.
Lord.
That is a great.
I mean, you've
place
got
to
your
be.
protein right there. Like,
It's a new version of Down
I
Bad
get-
just
I
dropped.
get home from work or school, and especially work after just being on my feet for 11 hours, and just the thought of like cooking a meal makes me physically ill.
I do understand that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I-
fair.
So
Fuck up.
peanut
You don't know
butter-
anything about working.
No, I come home and I'm like, I don't want to eat anything, and so I go and I get chicken fingers, and that is it. That is the only thing I subsist on.
You're deriving from laziness. We're deriving from exhaustion.
But I still understand you, and
Nah,
that is the point of the working
Taquitos
class.
are my go-to quick food that I don't have to cook.
Tostitos.
The
No,
working man is
taquitos.
rising up
Okay.
against the university
Yeah,
student.
taquitos, a little sour cream, a little
tortilla rolls.
salsa. Yeah,
Good
a little
shit,
chicken.
yeah. That's fair. I can get
that's
there.
fair.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. My go-to is like making rice in the rice cooker and then cooking like frozen pot stickers. That's good shit.
That is
'Cause then
really
you
good
don't
shit.
need like a protein to go in the rice or anything.
Yeah.
Like you can throw like frozen veggies in there if you want to, but like rice is so fast and it's so filling.
One of my favorite things is like taking older rice and like mashing it up together in like little patties, and I fry it in like a frying pan. It gets really crispy.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
a rice
little
cake.
patty.
Yeah, basically like a little rice cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's fantastic.
I could get behind
The
it.
French do that with potatoes. Sounds
Yeah.
like Jay does
Like
it with
croquettes?
rice.
Like a
You're
French
just-
fry?
Oh yeah, a French fry.
Not French, homie.
Oh my god, my mind was just blown.
That's what we should call it.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, let's make something super obvious, and that'll blow Logan's fucking mind.
There we go.
Next debate topic.
I mean, you don't want to go back to peanut butter?
I think peanut butter
Bro.
needs to be readdressed.
Okay, so if we're having have y'all had a peanut butter and banana sandwich?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, are we?
okay.
No. So we're putting peanut butter on both pieces of bread. We're taking a whole banana. We're slicing it into 4 pieces, right? Down the middle and in half.
Okay. I'm here for it.
We're eating one of the pieces because only 3 fit across the bread, and then we're
Okay.
putting honey on top of the bananas.
You lost me at the honey. I feel like the honey is overkill. I feel like you already get so much sweetness from the peanut butter and from the bananas that you just don't need the honey.
I just gives it that extra. I guess it's because I'm a bee guy. Like,
I mean,
are a
that's
big-
like an
big bee
Elvis
guy.
thing, right? That's
Or
like the
beekeeper.
Elvis is like a peanut butter, banana, like bacon and honey sandwich. Like that was his thing.
Didn't he die on the toilet?
I had an Elvis.
he did die on the
burger.
toilet.
That
Rest in
was
peace.
it was a burger with cheese, bacon, peanut butter, and roasted plantains.
Plantains.
Plantains are
Roasted plantains.
Well,
A delicacy
okay, let me
from
tell
the
you.
Plantains are
Caribbean.
just shittier bananas.
No.
Let me tell you about a staple
like
of the
roasted
Puerto Rican
plantains.
culture.
When they're
Plantains are in every dish in Puerto Rico.
when they're
Holy
cooked
Was it 'cause they
properly
can't
and
afford
they're
bananas?
like
That's true.
perfectly like
Quite possible.
caramelized and so soft and just sweet and buttery.
Like cooking them down to nothing.
yeah, you cannot beat a good plantain.
I will say, I can't eat plantains all the time.
I can.
You're not Puerto Rican.
Fair. I am not Puerto Rican. My parents do fancy Puerto Rico though, and they frequent there, and they love themselves some. They eat plantains at our house. Like they'll just go to the store and they'll just buy a bag of dried plantains.
Where can you get just like plantains?
Like plantain chips.
Yeah,
Those are good.
it's just like a dried fucking banana.
Well, okay, like plantain chips are different from like cooking plantains,
Yeah,
like to eat with your
cooking
meal.
plantains are just superior. in my
Like
opinion.
wet, fried, hot, roasted plantains. I don't know why I
What
needed that many
on earth are you
descriptors,
saying?
but
you just went in
Well,
on
let's once again backtrack a little bit. back to the peanut butter sandwiches.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not doing jelly or jam or banana, what other toppings do you guys think?
I have a very
butter.
controversial topping
Oh,
that I think is quite good, but I think you guys will hate me after I say this.
okay.
I have had a peanut butter and let me start that over.
Pineapple.
I've had a peanut butter and banana sandwich, and normally when I do those, I do it with peanut butter on one side of the bread and mayonnaise on the other side of the bread, and then the bananas in the middle.
What?
Yeah, I know that is controversial on its own, right? To do it with mayonnaise and peanut butter and banana. But
Wait a minute.
on top of that, I have, on occasion, substituted the banana for nothing and eaten a peanut butter and mayonnaise
This just took a turn.
sandwich.
Oh my God.
Hear me out.
Hold on,
Hear
give me
me out.
a second. You could not have gotten that out of me with like pliers in my mouth, like pulling my literal teeth out.
I know, and I
You
said
could not
this.
have paid me enough money in the world to admit that I eat peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches, and you just said it freely on recording.
Man said PB&J. Nah, peanut butter and mayo.
I know it's controversial, and I said that going into this, and I know, like, just thinking about it, it doesn't sound like the greatest combination, but there's something about, like, and this is terrible, the tanginess of the mayonnaise versus the peanut butter.
I know that word was going to come out.
It's honestly kind of good.
That was the worst thing you could have said to me at this moment. I can't share a couch with you anymore.
I think genuinely, like gun to my head, if you asked me, have I eaten a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich? And I would be going to see my fucking grandpa right now.
You're like a psychopath. Like
Well, I didn't need this to diagnose that. I could have gone to my
What's
therapist.
the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath?
I don't know.
What is the difference?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I started with sociopath, but it definitely like.
Isn't
I
that
feel-
what Olivia Rodrigo's ex-boyfriend is?
What's the difference between like socio and psycho? Olivia Rodrigo? What?
Her ex-boyfriend is a sociopath.
Who
the
is
song.
who is her Olivia?
We're not fans. Of the song.
Oh.
Thank you.
Well, I know Olivia Rodrigo, but like, who is her boyfriend? Who is her
I don't
ex-boyfriend?
care.
We
It's
don't
a
know.
part
I
of
don't
the
think it's ever been
song.
revealed.
It's a
I
part
think
of
we
the
don't know his
song.
No, he made a song.
Did he?
Yeah, he like made a song
Maybe
in
it's a
response to
psychopath
her
and a
song.
sociopath.
I'm pretty.
I mean, we
there
could
is a
Google it. Do you
song
want
in
an
response
actual
to it. I don't
answer?
know if
Yes.
it's
Interesting.
by him, but like definitely it exists.
All right.
We're Googling it to get an actual answer.
All right. In
Hold
the
on.
meantime, can we talk about a different kind of sandwich that I like to bring up?
Ham and cheese,
I was about to say grilled cheese.
grilled ham and cheese.
Can you put? That's exactly where I was going. Actually, can you put other things inside of a grilled cheese and it still be a grilled cheese?
I mean, if
If you can, at what point does it stop being a grilled cheese and does it become a panini?
that's
That's a great question.
that is a solid question. I think once you add vegetables into the grilled cheese, then it becomes a panini.
Okay.
But doesn't the panini need like the panini grill marks?
Okay,
like
press.
a straight
Panini
line?
press.
Panini press?
At
Yeah,
what point
that.
does it stop becoming a grilled cheese and does it become a toasted sandwich?
Okay, there's actually a distinction there because there's a subreddit dedicated to only grilled cheeses, right?
Okay.
And the thing about that subreddit is that they have made a rule where basically you can't have anything in your sandwich besides cheese.
Besides cheese,
It's
I think-
only cheese. They say that if you put anything in your sandwich besides cheese, it's not a grilled cheese, it's a melt.
Okay.
And so they say that the difference between a grilled cheese and a grilled like melt or a melt sandwich is the addition of other ingredients. So a grilled cheese has to be only bread and cheese, and a melt can be anything else. But that doesn't solve our question of what makes a panini a panini. A melt could be just a toasted sandwich. What makes a panini different from a
I
toasted
think
sandwich?
it's like the square rectangle theory where like a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square.
Okay, so
a
you say
panini is a melt, but a melt is not necessarily a
fair,
panini.
fair. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
my biggest, like, when I make grilled cheeses and I'm like, I need something more than just cheese. I'm taking ham and I'm just chopping it up just in like not like small pieces, but like
Why even chop it up?
I
Why not just put it on there as a slice?
I feel like putting it on a slice is just overwhelming.
So you take the same amount of ham and then cut it up.
Yeah, so you get uneven amounts of ham in every bite.
But then I feel like you just get like an absurdly like large amount of ham in one bite and then just cheese in another.
I mean, it depends on how good you are at making a grilled ham and cheese, I guess.
But then what's the difference if you're evenly distributing it? Then it's the exact same goddamn thing as if you left it as an entire slice of ham.
I don't know. I feel like it tastes better, and it's okay. My rationale behind it is you don't have to tear the ham, right?
Okay.
Because when you're eating a ham and cheese, you can't always bite through the ham. Like you kind of have to rip it out. And when you
I disagree. My
what
teeth are
kind of
built
ham
different.
are you eating?
When you have a melted
I agree with
piece
you.
of
Thank
cheese,
you.
like ham and cheese, then you're just gonna fuck up the bread and the cheese is gonna come out.
Have stronger teeth, dude. Just
Yeah,
bite harder.
It's true. Yeah. You just kind of get
So you
better
have
biting.
canines and stuff.
How did you learn that from Reagan?
Wow, we just brought up Reagan.
Damn, I didn't realize we name dropping.
That was my bad. I should have name
Wow.
dropped.
Holy shit.
Wow, that is
Get this man his keys.
Let's get back onto what kind of fucking ham are you putting in your ham and
What do you
cheese
mean?
sandwich?
Honey baked ham.
Are you putting like thick, like smoked, hard to tear ham?
I mean,
Are you-
they're
are you-
like 1/8-inch slices.
Are you like toasting your
Eighth
bread
inch,
to the
like
point
an
of
eighth
like
of an inch,
like you can't bite it
like
anymore?
like a decent.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was thinking you were talking about like paper thin slices of ham.
Are we not talking
No,
about like
we're
deli
going to
ham?
we're going to the deli and we're getting
Well,
solid.
that's also where you get paper thin
Okay,
slices
yes,
of ham.
you can also.
The
but-
deli is where you get ham. Very
Yes.
good.
okay,
everyone.
so your ham is different than mine. Like you're putting like 3 slices of ham on your.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting a slice of ham that's thick. I like thick ham.
Thick
Okay.
boy, huh?
This is the second time this has come up about chunky and thick, and it doesn't represent me well.
I feel like you
no,
really
I
like.
think we're kind of on the money here.
I feel like you like
Let's
things that are
discuss.
substantial.
Okay. Now, there's another controversial thing, specifically with grilled cheeses, where one thing that I like to do is instead of using butter, I will use mayonnaise on the outside of a bread.
I can agree
and,
with you
and
there.
toast it. It gets
Fair.
so much crispier, and it also
Right.
gets like a little bit tangy. It's fantastic.
I'll put an asterisk on that statement though, and I'll say if I have butter, I will use butter before mayonnaise because I feel like butter gives you a better crisp.
See, I
but
think
I-
the opposite.
But I think mayonnaise is an excellent
I think we need a
substitute.
test kitchen.
See, I think this is my theory. When you use butter and you try to fry it with butter, I think that the bread absorbs the butter and it gets like greasy. But when you
Okay.
use mayonnaise, it just crisps the outside and you still get that fluffy bread in the middle and then the gooey cheese.
That
It's
is
an
a
egg.
yeah,
I
that is
feel
a fair
like-
assumption.
I feel like you're cooking your grilled cheese too fast. Because if you cook it slow enough,
you think you
then
need
it's crispy all the time.
you think it needs more time
Well,
to
I think
sit?
no, you're gonna. I think it with the butter, it does get crispy. I just think it also gets greasy, and I think the
Oh.
mayonnaise kind of cuts.
I mean, I can understand because of the oil,
Because
but
it's
well,
butter's-
mayonnaise is also oil. I just think
butter's
it's
like a fat, you know.
yeah, butter.
It behaves like a fat, whereas mayonnaise is eggs.
It's also an oil.
It's pretty fatty.
It is true.
It's
It
a
is true.
binded protein in an oil,
Butter melts
which I
in a
guess
pan.
so is
though.
butter. So what the fuck am I saying?
Butter will melt
sure.
in the pan all over your sandwich.
Yeah,
And mayonnaise will stay pretty crispy on the bread itself.
exactly.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know the food science behind it, but just through my own
Neither do I.
experience,
I mean, it's got to do
that's
something with like lipids or whatever. You know, it's always
Lipids.
fucking lipids.
lipids.
always lipids.
It's always
gonna bring lipids into this
This
right now?
motherfucker, lipids.
Another pivot. What's the best way to cook a steak?
Ooh.
hot.
Okay.
medium rare and
Hot.
carefully.
What?
Now, are you talking like searing and then like
Okay, so are we cooking on the grill or are we cooking on the pan?
objectively? Objectively, searing and then roasting. In what
Roasting,
order
okay.
you do that
reverse
is up to
sear.
you.
so whether you're searing or reverse searing?
Because yes,
You
so a
reverse sear for sure.
A
Okay.
sear would be putting it into the pan, cooking it at a high temperature, and getting a nice crust on the outside, and then putting it in the oven.
Finishing it.
A
No.
reverse sear would be putting it in the oven, getting it up to temperature, and then bringing it out onto a hot pan and getting a nice sear on the
Yes,
outside.
the best
right?
steaks I've ever had are reverse seared
A reverse
steaks, for
sear.
sure.
Okay, all right.
I-
100% the reverse
Okay,
sear.
I
I
am
don't do that at
all
home.
for reverse sears, but I do think it depends on what meat you are cooking, what cut you are cooking.
Okay, fair.
Beef.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, which
And
not
also-
not which meat, which cut. Okay, so if we're cooking picanha, I know you love yourself some picanha, Pete.
Right.
I love picanha.
We're searing the
for an un-
picanha
wait, wait, wait.
first,
For an
and
un-
then we're roasting.
For an
Picanha-
uneducated, what is a picanha?
A picanha is the top sirloin.
Okay.
It's the entire sirloin cap sliced in a particular way so that you can fold it upon itself and you get a nice fat cap on the outside and a really nice marbled piece of meat in the inside.
Because I did know there was a top sirloin and there was a bottom sirloin.
Yes.
Right, because the sirloin kind of covers like the,
The
whole
picanha is
rump
specifically
area.
the sirloin
The
cap.
sirloin's the end of
Okay,
the cow.
the cap and then cut a specific
Yes.
way.
So that you
Okay.
can literally fold it on itself.
It's like a not really a ball, but
It's almost like a rainbow.
Interesting.
It's
That's
fantastic.
what they have at the Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah,
it's
that-
folded
the
around.
pecan-
yes.
Okay.
yes.
Also called the coulette, I believe. I think that. how you
But
say it.
I think the
We-
best way to cook a picanha is to sear and then roast in the skillet. You sear it on all sides.
Especially on the fat.
Oh, yeah, you sear it all the way around.
Oh,
You're
you need,
holding it.
You need the hardest
using your
sear of all
tongs.
time on a picanha.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're sticking it in the oven to roast inside the skillet that you seared.
Fair.
All right.
This has been fantastic, but I have to go pick up my brother.
Well, thank you for enjoying this impromptu podcast.
Enjoining. That's our thing now.
It's my new word. It's
Enjoining.
enjoying and joining. You know.
Okay.
We had an impromptu podcast. It was good. We talked about many things. That's how it went.
Mainly
you know?
just food.
Cool.
It was mainly
We're-
just
we're
food.
just fat.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I didn't get to talk about how I cook a steak.
Oh well. Sad.